didn't come back. Sam, thank you again for picking me up. I appreciate it. And we're going to try this thing again. A lot took place this weekend, people. Yes, the lottery happened. We didn't get a top 4 pick. I know there's a lot of depression, a lot of sadness. Let's pump the brakes. It's not all doom and gloom just yet. We got our head coach back, people. Steve Kerr, that's right. Let's get some applause. Let's go. 2 years,
Yay!
baby. He's back. All right? The Valkyries, they started their season. They're 2-0. They're clapping teams like the Storm, clapping teams like the Mercury, picking up where they left off. Oh, Bryce Eldridge? Did you guys see that over the weekend? You guys see that home run, huh? That was pretty exciting. You see that extra inning walk-off win yesterday. Elliot Ramos, wake up on third base, but we got it done. What else did I miss? Oh, there was a roast of Kevin Hart.
Oh, yeah.
And Draymond Green was the big joke of it, I guess.
Draymond was booed throughout the entire thing by the crowd. I think that gives you a small snippet of how the nation views Draymond.
Did I miss anything? Oh, the Lakers season's probably going to end tonight, and then we could start LeBron to Golden State watch.
The Victor Wembanyama elbow heard around the world.
Shout out Zach Zarba, the lead official, for having the guts to give him the flagrant. No, it was. But
It was the right call. I mean, he did it deliberately.
We see that all the time where it's like, it's a superstar. We're going to give him a pass.
You see that in the youth level a lot where the kids get tied up. They're frustrated. They fire an elbow. You just can't do that.
No.
You just can't do it.
Well,
I mean, it sucks. Fan of the game, blah, 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 blah. But, like, it was the right call.
I want to breathe life back into the Minnesota Timberwolves who went up the
100%.
series. And then obviously, you look at, Victor Wembanyama, when it was him and Harrison Barnes. They had a camera on him when the call went out. And Wemby was like, what does that mean? I don't know what a flagrant 2 is. And Harrison Barnes had to explain, yeah, you're out, buddy.
Should have brought Draymond Green in to analyze it.
All right, so I think I caught everyone up with what took place this weekend, Joe. And let's start with the Golden State Warriors.
Also, the 49er rookie minicamp happened.
Oh,
and
that's
Curtis
true.
Rourke was out there throwing passes, and Deshaun's dribbling was not involved. He was just doing special team stuff. Keon Black did not suit up.
Oh, so he was
On the field.
he was a gunner. Mm-hmm. The second round pick was a gunner.
Niner news never ends.
How's Kyle Shanahan's hair? Do we have is it still slicked back? Is that or do we have a cane? Do we have a soul patch? Is that what we're doing? Okay. Other than that, I think we caught up everyone. Yeah. Steve Kerr's back.
Ricky Fowler almost won yesterday. I'm just teasing. I'm teasing.
Who was my guy that won for the first time in forever? He won over here locally at not Harding Park, but he won San Francisco Golf Club or something like that.
What?
You know who I'm talking about? Or is it not Webb Simpson? The other guy. The guy that won yesterday.
Webb Simpson won in the U.S. Open at Olympic Club.
That's right. Okay, so I'm thinking of another guy.
And then the Birdman who looked dead on like Dan Dibley came out and was like,
I'm trying to think of the guy who.
Remember that?
Oh, Brant Snedeker. That's the name.
Brant's totally different.
I always got him and Webb Simpson confused, though, because they had the blonde hair. Neither here nor there. I was paying attention yesterday.
The Birdman?
No, I do remember
I'll
that.
never forget that.
It's all time.
The guy looked like an old version of Dan Dibley when he was like actually young.
And I've come to find out that the
Are
Birdman.
you going to make it through the show today?
Yes.
I'm the one who's got like an itchy eye for some reason with
What
the
does that
allergies.
have to do with your voice? The itchy eye. You're fine.
No, I didn't say my voice. I said your voice.
No, my voice is good. I'm fine. I got to do some recordings after the show. Hopefully,
yeah, about time.
Hopefully the people will be happy about it. No, I get the email from Matt on Thursday. He's like, yeah, we got to re-record these things. I was like, Matt, I'm dying right now. I can't record that. You wanted the Crypt Keeper to record whatever you want for this
Some
station?
say you're the reverse Cal Ripken.
the iron lung? Is that what I am?
You're just Mr. Irreliable.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. I was, the Iron Man is name. I was saying the iron lung because I'm on life support.
Pop,
But
I got the iron lung.
I got the thank you, Zoolander. All right, Warriors, Steve Kerr back. Where do you want to start, dude? Where do we going?
Well, I was a little surprised, right? And I was surprised on a couple ends. The first one is, I'm surprised it took so long. Like, if he was going to be back, for some reason, I just assumed it would happen quicker. That's number one. Number two, 2 years. I wanted him back, but I wanted him back for a longer commitment than 2 years. Will I settle for 2 years? Sure. But quite frankly, 2 years to me gives off the vibes and the sniff test of this is just about the final couple years. And then I get worried. And I'll tell you why I get worried. I get worried that they're going to make reckless decisions about the future draft capital, and I'll go through all the capital that they have, to just salvage something with another old guy or two and just prolong the inevitable. You know, we watched 3 old guys this year, technically more than that, but we watched a bunch of old guys go out there and try to compete. And we all look like pretty obviously not good enough. Like, not good enough.
Correct.
And so I'm fretting what this organization is going to do, and I think that they're prolonging some sort of inevitable. I mean, it feels like a absolute layup now that Draymond Green will be back on a multi-year deal of some sort, and we've got this 11th pick now, and, you know, are they going to take a rotational guy or trade it? If I had to guess today, my guess is this team wants to trade it, and I'm not sure I agree with that. And I know that that's going to appease all of the big name vultures out there that want to see a big whale come. And guys, I am so tired of running back the expendables. Of course I love Steph Curry. Of course I love this run that we've been on. But at some point, we've got to get younger. And doubling down again on older players, to me, is just... like, if that's what their plan is, if that's what their genius plan is, I think it's going to be a very frustrating 2 years.
Well, it's that 2-year extension for me. It's not an extension. It's just a 2-year deal. So it's this upcoming year and the year after that.
I hope I'm wrong.
It was weird's not the right word. It was just not what I expected. I was expecting maybe he comes back for a year or at minimum 3.
I'm not
on top
doing
of that.
1 year. I'm not doing one more year of this.
I know you're not.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it was going to be something longer than at least 2.
I agree with that.
And it ended up being 2. And my first thought when I saw it was like, oh, so that's when Steph Curry's career is going to be over, right? It is in 2 years. Like that's how that's my assumption.
Yeah.
That's what I was reading into it, because Steve Kerr has always said what, Joe? As long as Steph is here, I'm going to be coaching, which is what Nick Friedel kept telling us, our 95.7 The Game Warriors insider, covers the team for The Athletic. Anthony Slater, who covers the team for ESPN, is going to be joining us at 8:20. Can't wait for that. Shout out Sam Lubman for that booking. Thank you, sir. So we'll talk to Slates about it at 8:20. But I just wonder what they feel about it. What does it signify to Warriors fans? 2 years. Are you feeling good about that?
Well,
Is the sense relief from Warriors fans that you're talking to?
What do you mean relief?
Well, because I think a lot of Warriors fans were stressed out that, like, oh my God, we got to get a new coach. I don't know the direction of this team. Are they going to blow it up? Okay, we have Steve Kerr. We know what he means here. He's one of the best coaches. He's the highest paid coach in the NBA. He's highly respected. We love Steve Kerr. It's nice to have someone that you know coaching the team still. There's a level of anxiety that has been lessened. But there's also a part of Warriors fans, I feel like, that we're kind of waiting for a new challenge. And you know, maybe they were waiting for something new, because we get a lot of calls about it, Joe. I'm not going to act like there's a lot of not fans that hit me up on social media that were disappointed that they heard that Steve Kerr came back. Now, is that strong? I would say a little bit, but I think a lot of people were waiting for, you know, maybe a certain page to turn here that wasn't turned.
Well, I heard, like, and look, me and Mark Grandy were going back and forth, and he was like, oh, he's going to come back no matter what. So, all right. And so, look, in this instance, obviously he was correct, but he's like, oh, it's a great compromise. I mean, this is just my thoughts. Not sure I love my coach coming back on a compromise. Oh, all right, I'll do 2 years. I want you to be like, come on, dude, I'm super fired up for the next 3 to 5 years.
He's fired up, right? You don't think so?
Well, look, I'm sure he is. But, like, there is a whiff of, I get what he's saying in terms of compromise, Grandy, and I get that. But, like, I want my coach to be invigorated for the now and the future and to build something. What? Am I wrong?
No, you're not. The drop killed me.
Well, I didn't even hear the drop. What was the drop?
Well, it was. Well, that was the theme of this season for the Warriors.
Well, that, quite frankly, when I heard 2 years and Steve Kerr, that's kind of what my reaction was. Like, well, all right. So Draymond's back for 2 years. All right. So then what I feel like we're doing is, you know, when you go to the jackpot slots or whatever,
sure,
when you go to the casino and you just start pulling the $1 slot machines.
Wow, $1, you're balling.
Well, that's what it feels like here. Like, I feel like they're just going to pull the slot machine. Oh, Kawhi's available. Oh, LeBron might be available. And it's like, all right, cool. So it's like a farewell tour.
Well, that was another thing.
It's a little deflating, quite frankly.
I understand.
Hope I'm wrong.
I understand. And that was a big takeaway yesterday, as you mentioned, Kawhi Leonard potentially, that the Los Angeles Clippers ended up with the 5th overall pick in the upcoming draft. After that trade with Ivica Zubac going to the Pacers, they get back Benedict Mathurin. So the Pacers won't even get a first-round pick this year, Joe. It's going to go to the Los Angeles Clippers, who get the top 5 protected pick there. Pretty crazy. You had the Indiana Pacers president of basketball operations tweet out an apology. Yeah. I wonder how that would have landed if Mike Dunleavy did something like that around here. Hey, sorry, Dub Nation. I know we had to make that trade for, Chris Paul. And I know it didn't end up working out for us, but trust me, we're going to do everything we can this summer to get this team back where we wanted. So that was a big takeaway. And again, they landed the number 5 overall pick. Does that make them more likely to deal a player like Kawhi Leonard? And are the Warriors going to part with the 11th pick because of that? And I'm with you. That's going to be the next kind of big domino to fall here is what do they do with this pick? Do they keep it or do they trade it? It's not a top 4 pick. And I think a lot of Warriors fans were, maybe 90 to 10% saying, let's keep the pick if it's a top 4 pick. But if it's, 11, 12, 13, 14, whatever it is, yeah, maybe we trade it for a Kawhi. Or do we package something for a Giannis Antetokounmpo? Can you bring in a LeBron James?
If you're of that particular slant, if that's what you're looking for, then the Warriors are the team that has a war chest of assets. They have their first rounder for this year, 2027 first, 2028 first, 2029 first. Their 2030 is 1 through 20 protected because that was in that Jordan Poole trade. 2031 first, 2032 first, 2033 first. And then they have their 2030, 2032, and 2033 second rounders. So essentially they have every single first round draft pick available either to be moved or to be used from now until 2033. Now,
You okay?
No, because it's just...
What?
We've watched this team for 3 years. There was a 1-month period where we all bought in, and it was when they acquired Jimmy Butler, and Jimmy ended up getting hurt in the playoffs, and then Steph got hurt 2 weeks later, all right? This year, guys were hurt all season. The healthiest old guy was Draymond Green, all right? And so I'm supposed to get excited, real fired up, because there's rumors that the Warriors are going to trade whatever pick for another old guy. Call me the hater. Call me the hater. I want to see some young legs. I'm watching Stephon Castle, and I'm watching Ant Edwards, and I'm watching Cade Cunningham, and I'm watching the Knicks destroy the 76ers who doubled down on being old. They got one young player, Maxey, but I'm watching all of these other teams in the playoffs, in the real playoffs, not the play-in, in the real playoffs.
AJ Mitchell.
Okay, and I'm watching all these young teams with young legs, and they've got the fire, and they've got the stamina to be able to go through the gauntlet that is the real playoffs. Are we fake competing or are we real competing? I just, and again, I get it. Anything for Steph, anything. Well, they've done everything for Steph, and they've been a playing team 3 out of the last 4 years, and they've won 1 playoff series, and we've all been kind of angry. And again, I don't want to be negative. I'm not trying to be negative, but if they roll back Draymond and if they trade draft picks for a guy over 35 years old, what does that get us? The 7 seed?
Well, what if they don't trade the pick? They make the pick.
I would be super excited.
And they bring in the guy that might, end his career with the Lakers tonight, and LeBron James. What if they do that?
I'm open to that.
That's a possibility.
For my money, this team, the way I'm set right now, I will be very, very disappointed if they end up trading this pick and future picks. I want to see them draft, develop, nail the picks, and let's do the best we can to thread the needle here. The time is come and gone.
What do you think?
To trade for these stars?
What was the bigger story this weekend? Steve Kerr coming back on a 2-year deal, or the Warriors getting the 11th pick? What was the bigger story for you?
I feel like they go hand in hand, don't they?
I think people were excited about Steve Kerr, and then they were pretty devastated yesterday.
I don't know about devastated.
There were people that were bummed because I think you could talk yourself into, if you got a top 4 pick. Okay, we have a chance to do something next year. and for the future, if we get I don't know if you're going to get a Debanza, the Wilsons, whatever, the names out, the Boozers, what have you. I think you could talk yourself into a path for Warriors fans to be excited about. Number 11 feels like, I know it's a deep draft. I know it's a deep one, but from my Warriors fan circle, I felt a level of disappointment with the results yesterday. I could be wrong, and I want to hear from the people today and how they're feeling. 888-957-9570. The phone lines are open. We're coming to you live from the Laughing Monk Studios. Laughing Monk, righteously brewed in San Francisco, and the Morning Roast is presented by San Francisco Fire Credit Union, banking for heroes and anyone who wants to be treated like one. We've been talking about this for weeks now, Warriors fans, and Steve Kerr's returning. He's on a 2-year deal now. What do you think? Are you happy with the 2-year deal? Did you want to see them turn the page? What does this mean for the roster construction going forward? I want to hear from everyone. 888-957-9570 is the same number to call or text. There's a lot here, man.
Well, you say like, hey, the 11th pick of. I would say to everyone, great players can be found anywhere.
Absolutely.
All right.
Klay Thompson was the 11th pick.
What?
Yeah, Klay Thompson was the 11th pick.
Reggie Miller.
Yeah.
Okay. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at one time was the 11th pick. Robert Horry, Allen Houston, Kevin Willis, Miles Turner, Bonzi Wells. Like, go right down it. The kid for the Bulls.
Which one?
Buzelis.
Oh, yeah. Matisse Buzelis, whatever.
There's been plenty of guys that have been taken number 11 overall or later who have ended up having unbelievable NBA careers. Now, you got to draft the right person. They've got to fall to you, all that. But that's where, there's a big part of me that wants to see what Dunleavy can do. And I really do. I wonder how he's feeling today, I know Steph's happy. I think Joe Lacob tried to do the best he could to serve all of these different people in the equation. The Steph angle, there's the Kerr angle, there's obviously a Draymond angle, there's the organizational angle as a whole, holistically. And then you look at, the fan angle. I think Joe Lacob probably did what everyone wanted him to do, but I'm just, if they're going to go trade these picks for a player, I'm just so out on that. That's just my impression. I want to see them take a young guy. I want to see what they can do.
Are we in, though, on Steve Kerr returning on a 2-year deal, Warriors fans? 888-957